he's starting to figure out how to ride the bike with the, accenting, using the positives and kind of understanding the negatives and getting the most out of the positives and
Hmm.
minimizing the negatives. If he can do that, I think he's got a great opportunity. He's one of those guys. He's one of those guys that we expect to be up there. After last year, I don't expect this guy to finish outside of the top five at the end of the year.
I agree.
So, now's the time for me. Maybe sometimes you need some of these guys need to that European reset. They go to Europe, all of a sudden they're back at tracks they like, they're back at tracks they know. They're able to use some data that they've used in the past. They understand how these tracks lay out. At Aragon, he's usually very, very fast as well as a couple of other tracks in Europe. So let's see how everything goes throughout the European rounds. And once we leave the European rounds, that's when I think we get a little bit more clarity into what the season actually looks like.
All
You
right.
start this season not on Europe, you start the season in South America, you come to the US, you're traveling across the globe, different time area, different time changes. You don't have your home fans, you don't have your family. Let's see what happens now that they're in Europe, now that everybody's on level footing. And let's, almost like a reset to the year. The first three races of the year were kind of like a warm up. And now it's like the season's actually starting.